Here, today's review is a little bit different from the usual computer hardware, gaming monitors, and smart home gadgets. I'm looking at a floor cleaner. It's a machine, I know, but after reviewing so many robot vacuum mop combos, I wanted to find out what a proper wet and dry mopping machine could actually do. And when Tineco told me their new Tineco S7 Stretch Steam would genuinely blow my mind, well, challenge accepted. So here we are. Let me walk you through why this thing surprised me more than I expected any mop ever could do. So big thanks to Tineco for sending it for review. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get started by rolling the intro. First impressions, this thing is built like a tank. It's not light, especially with the water tank filled. But the clever part is that it doesn't feel heavy. Tineco has packed it with powered wheels and self-propelled drive system. So when you push it, the wheels actually assist you. It glides forward, changes directions pretty smoothly, and honestly feels almost weightless in motion. Even my 3-year-old could give it a push. Actually cleaned quite a lot of the floor. The handle swivels nicely and the whole unit can lay completely flat to get under furniture, which is why it's called the Stretch. All the controls sit where your handle rests naturally. A trigger for power, a mode switch for auto, max and suction, and of course steam, plus a one-touch self-cleaning button right at the top. Now up top there's a bright screen showing the battery, the mode and dirt detection indicator that shifts between blue and red depending on how filthy your floors actually are. It even speaks to you with voice prompts, which you can turn down or mute if you prefer, thankfully, because it's so loud, and it started doing it at like 1 AM one time, telling me to clean it. The whole package feels refined and surprisingly premium for what is essentially a mop. But this is where things get spicy. The S7 Stretch Steam isn't just a mop, it's a vacuum, a scrubber, and a steam cleaner all working at once. It doesn't drag a damp pad around like a robot, it actively vacuums debris, scrubs the floors using a fast spinning roller at the front, and blasts hot steam at the same time. And that steam is no joke. The unit heats water internally to around 140 degrees Celsius. That level of heat absolutely melts grime, grease, dried cereal, sticky spills, and whatever my kids drop and then smear into the tiles and wooden floors. I tested it with dried mulberries, sticky juice stains, pasta sauce that hadn't hardened overnight because I was very tired. Every time the S7 wiped it out in a single pass. I've never had a robot mop be able to do that cleanly without multiple re-cleans and runs. It's a smart system. It uses sensors to detect dirt and automatically adjust suction, water flow, and steam output. I would prefer to be able to adjust those more customly. Like, I imagine most people would just run it in auto mode. It has the most life out of the battery, and it's great for day-to-day cleaning. But if you want to hit stubborn messes, you gotta use the steam mode. It unleashes everything. You can even watch the LED ring shift to red when it finds those trouble spots. But to be honest, I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Like, I can literally see the floor is dirty. That's why you're on. I did notice the suction bumps up quite a bit when it starts feeling things going through it. So I guess it works. But one thing I absolutely love, the roller is constantly washed during use. Clean water flushes through the system and dirty water gets scraped off and sucked into its own tank. So you're always mopping with fresh water, not swirling the same dirty liquid around like a traditional mop, or of course some robots. Now, edge cleaning is excellent because the roller extends close to the sides, so you can clean along walls without leaving dirty strips. The steam also sanitizes as it goes. That's good for me. The kids are still picking food up from the floor. So there's no need for chemicals unless you want a scent. The floors, they dry fast too because the system vacuums most of the water away instantly anyway. The S7 is cordless. It runs off a 25-volt battery. In auto mode, I consistently got around 40 to 50 minutes of runtime, which was enough to clean my whole house in one go, which is a lounge, the sort of mini eating area and kitchen, and then the sunken lounge. I never ran out of battery. But For everyday use, as in every evening after the kids have their food, make a mess, I used steam mode. And that does cut down the battery significantly. Charging takes around 4 to 5 hours, so you kind of do the area once with the steam mop, and it did the whole area below here at 50%, so I probably had enough to do most of the house. The clean water tank holds plenty of water. It's about 850 milliliters, which is enough for multiple full house cleans in my testing and experience. The dirty water tank is a bit smaller, but that's fine because you should empty it after each clean anyway. And the tanks pop in and out easily, and everything is clearly labeled, which was great for me because I don't read instructions. You don't need any special cleaning solutions for daily use, which then saves a bit of money over time. Again, steam, you don't need cleaning solutions. You do still have to empty the dirty water. I won't sugarcoat it. Sometimes what comes out of the tank is absolutely disgusting. Like, it's just bad. Gray sludge, hair, grime, bits of food, things you didn't even know were on your floor, but that's the point. Better in the tank than stuck on your floors. And the inner strainer catches the hair and bigger debris. Yes, there's an inner strainer. You'll want to clean this after every session. Don't even leave it in there overnight. But Tineco also includes a spare roller and a spare HEPA filter for the top, which is an absolutely nice touch. I chuck them in the wash, put the new one on after a few days. If I'm cleaning the floor and I'm expecting the floor to be clean, I want my roller to be clean too. When you finish your mopping session, you drop the S7 onto its dock, hit the self-clean button, and the machine washes its own roller and internal components. It has a quick clean cycle and then a deeper, longer cycle for extra dirty jobs. But after washing, it uses a high-speed spin combined with heated air to dry the roller. Within minutes, the roller is warm and almost fully dry, and this stops any gross wet smells from even forming. A small note for pet owners though, the S7 handles normal hair levels well, but if you've got clumps or mats of fur on a rubber mat, you may need to pick those up manually. The roller itself doesn't tangle easily, which is a relief, but because it's wet, it sort of makes the hair stick, and if it's too long, it doesn't really pick it up. You all know I've tested a lot of robot vacuums and mop combos on this channel. They're convenient and great for daily light cleaning, but none of them are true deep cleaning machines. They simply can't apply downward pressure, steam, or aggressive scrubbing. The Tineco S7 Stretch Steam is totally in a different class. It cleans in one pass what a robot would need to do in multiple passes to even attempt it. It vacuums debris, scrubs, and sanitizes all at once. So final thoughts, you still have to deal with the dirty water, and the unit isn't small. It is also a premium product, around 1,000 Australian dollars. But if you mostly have hardwood floors, pets, kids, or just want your floors actually cleaned instead of robot clean, this thing is a beast. It made cleaning weirdly fun, and that's not something I ever expected to say on this channel because I love robots doing it for me. But if you're after the best deep cleaning mop you can buy right now, this I think is it. Like, my mind is blowing. Big thanks to Tineco for sending this for review. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll put the links where you can grab one if you wish. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.